I'm Deb Varriano, and I want to share with you today about a winning formula. And here it is. P plus PC equals P to the third power G. Now, if your eyes aren't already rolling bend to the back of your head because it's a math formula, let me explain. So, February 2nd, 2021, I was at the grocery store, and I was having a hard time. My husband has stage 4 Parkinson's, and it has been challenging. The year before, I had left my church because he couldn't make the drive, and I was basically pretty much all alone, and I felt like I was on the verge of being put out to pasture. You know, I was getting on 70 years old, and I felt like I didn't have a place to minister, and I was just done. And that's really how I felt. So February 2, 2021, I was at the grocery store, and I was on the aisle where the pizzas were. Now I wanted to get a frozen pizza. So my eyes aren't real good, so I backed up to across the aisle so I could get the full display of the pizzas. I was looking at the Newmans, I was looking at the Screaming Sicilians, I was looking at everything in the case. And all of a sudden, I see this woman come around the corner. And I looked at her and I thought, she is absolutely gorgeous. So I kind of smiled, and she said, "Excuse me, I need to get some potato chips." And I said, "Oh, okay." So I stepped aside. About that time in my spirit, I heard, "Pray for her." And I'm going, oh God, we're in a pandemic. I don't know her from Adam's house cat. What am I supposed to pray for her? So I looked at her, and it was like in her right hip area. And I thought, okay, I'll pray for her hip. Well, I opened my mouth, and apparently hip never came out of it. What came out of it was another physical ailment that she actually did have. And if you listen to Valerie's testimony, Miracle in the Grocery Store, she goes into more explanation about that, which you can find on YouTube. So I'm standing there praying and prophesying, and I looked at her and I said, okay, please do not fall down, because if you fall down, I'm not going to be able to pick you up. And I was worried about people, but you know what? God didn't give a flying fig about whether anybody else was there. And honestly, I don't think anybody else came down that aisle the whole time we were standing there praying and talking. I finished praying for her, and we chatted a bit. She asked me what my name was. I told her, and I asked her her name, and the Lord decided to elaborate a little bit more about her valor and the things that she was going to stand up against, and she had the power to stand up. Get to the checkout counter, she's in front of me. I thought, oh my gosh, she's going to think I'm following her. So she hands me her business card, and she said, here's my business card. Well, I looked at it, and it was a cosmetic company business card, and I thought, oh great, she's, soliciting. And then it's like she knew what I was thinking, and she said, I'm not soliciting. And I thought, okay. So I took the card, and I think I stuck it in my pocket. I'm not sure. But I got home, I put my phone on the charger, and I put that business card on the table. And it sat there for several months. And every time I would put my phone on the charger, I looked at that card, Valerie Leach, and I'd pray for her. So from February 2nd until probably May, I was praying for that woman every day. May comes, and I felt like the Lord was telling me, invite her for coffee. Well, during the pandemic, you didn't ask anybody into your house, and especially when you don't know somebody. So I got up enough chutzpah to give her, I think I called her, it may have been a text, but I communicated with her and invited her for coffee. She came, and we were off to the races. But what God did through that encounter in the grocery store was he showed up and he met my needs. So let me go back to this formula. Pizza, potato chips, P to the third power. Valerie had prayed that she needed healing. I had been praying, God, are you going to use me anymore? So he not only answered my prayer, he showed up and his power was poured out on aisle 10 of the grocery store. So pizza plus potato chips equals P to power, presence, prayer to the third power, God. God has a winning formula in your life. It may not include pizza and potato chips, but it will be just as tasty and just as exciting. Look for him everywhere you go because he is always there. Thank you, and never minimize the magnificence of new because God is doing something new in you today. Thank you.